And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. An NL West matchup on the show. It's the San Francisco Giants taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers.
And now, please welcome your...
And we'll be back for the first pitch right after this.
Dodgers.
Just about ready to roll here. Clayton Kershaw getting the start. What's the word on him?
Yeah, he's definitely had a struggle so far this year, as evidenced by that inflated whip. But he's going to have to find a way to limit the base runners, put his team in a position to win a ball game. So we know he's prepared. We know this guy's a competitor, and we'll watch how he works in this one.
The 1-1. And a foul ball. Kershaw deals. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. One out in the top of the first.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a two-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
One down, base is empty. That one to first, and Freeman, the Gold Glover, makes the play. Takes it himself. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting third.
Now we take a peek at the Giants lineup. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustment. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
2 outs, base is empty. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Giants are down 1-2-3. And now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. You're dialed into the show. Back here at Dodger Stadium. And today's starting pitcher, Landon Root. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
That misses. And now 3-1. The wind and the pitch. This one looks like trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now it's Mookie Betts. This one in the air, right field. Encarnacion under this one. Makes the grab. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with 1 out.
Batting third.
Here's the Dodgers lineup now.
Freddie
Not a whole lot going their way
Freeman.
offensively the last few games, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, and that can put more pressure on the pitching staff to try to limit the opponent to just 1 or 2 runs a game, knowing that their offense is not scoring right now. And that never really works well because you try to be too fine and you end up giving up a lot of runs. So we'll see if everybody can just relax, bring things together, and perform at a level that they're capable of.
And a curve is down and in. Swing and a ground ball. That's a base hit as a run scores.
Well done. Drives in the run. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Man at first with 1 gone. The batter now will be Will Smith. Ball to strike. The pitch. In the air, right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there are 2 outs.
Batting 5th, right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. And strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 1-0. Back here in L.A., 2nd inning set to go. And now it's Wilmer Flores. For Clayton Kershaw, the resume speaks for itself. One of the best pitchers of his or any generation.
Two balls, 1 strike.
He's won 3 Cy Youngs, an MVP, and a guy who has really leaned on that slider as the dominant pitch for his career. Check swing, and he went 2-2. And misses inside. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
Looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Now it's Dominic Smith. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Kershaw fires. Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Patrick Johnson behind the plate.
Patty Johnson to some, Boog, but I'd ask permission first before I called him that. Does a pretty good job back there. Occasionally we'll see a couple of sideways looks from players, but that kind of comes with the territory, right?
And down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Casey Schmidt digs in now. Not close with that one. Now 2-2. This one in the dirt, and the runner holds. Tying run is at first here at the top of the second. That one the other way. Fair ball. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. And that's a double.
Batting 7. Right
nice
fielder,
job of driving
Gerard
that pitch the other way
Encarnacion.
on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Two on, one out. Stepping in, Gerard Encarnacion. Swing and a miss as he was late.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's to third. Muncy in plenty of time to first. 2 gone.
Batting 8, second baseman Tyler Fitzgerald.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Tyler Fitzgerald getting ready to hit. Man at second. And that is out of play.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
Two outs. That one misses, and it's 2-2. Tied up here in the early going. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. All tied 1-1. And we're back. Here's Muncy to hit.
Dodgers, third baseman Max Muncy.
Here's a 1-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Smith takes it himself and quickly one away in the second.
Batting 7, center fielder Andy Pages.
And now the center fielder, Andy Pages. 1 out, bases empty. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And that's a double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night.
1 out, runner at second. Conforto will hit next. Yeah, that's fouled off. And it's even up.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
swings and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, you rarely ever see 3 curveballs in a row because that's one of those pitches that's most effective when you haven't seen it recently. You might see 3 sliders in a row, but right there, he was feeling that curveball and figured he could finish with that pitch.
And now the rookie second baseman, Hae-Sung Kim. The 1-1 is fouled off. Runner at second, 2 down. Bottom half of inning number 2. Got him swinging.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
On to the 3rd inning. Now it's the Giants catcher, Andrew Knizner. Fouls one off. 2-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Here's the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
And now the count is even. When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug with more contact, with less swing and miss.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Willy Adames stands in. Just missed. One of the things that Jim Leyland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. Swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Here's the pitch to Adames. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Up the middle. Handles, throws to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing here this half. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. All tied 1-1. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Stepping in the long ball threat, Shohei Ohtani.
Shohei Ohtani.
And now 2-1 after that missed inside.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
In the air out towards right center. Encarnacion sizing this one up. Makes the catch for the out. And there's one away.
Now batting, shortstop, Mookie Betts.
Here's Mookie to hit. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. And now 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a chopper out to short. And Betts is gone.
Now batting, the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
So now it's Freddie Freeman. Up the middle. Oh, great stop. Throws from his knees. It's there, and that's a great play.
That was a great job of doing the math. He had the perfect angle. Diving stop completes the play, and that ends the inning.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Elliot
Left
Ramos.
fielder, Elliot Ramos.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
And that one just missed off the outside edge.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire. And out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
That one hammered center field. That's back. Off the batter's eye and gone. And just like that, they're out front. It's 2-1.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
And up next for San Francisco, Wilmer Flores.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
That's ball 2.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Dom Smith stands in. Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count. Battling here as he fouls it away. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Conforto pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 away now.
Now batting, third baseman, Casey Schmidt.
Now the third baseman, Casey Schmidt. The next offering misses, and that's ball 2. And there's a ball.
Inside.
High fly ball, right field. Hernandez ranging after it. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that'll do it. It's a run for the Giants on the solo blast. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here at Dodger Stadium, bottom of the fourth, Will Smith to the plate. The 1-1. Ripped into right center. Base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. And now Teoscar Hernandez. And a 1-1. In the dirt. To second, but way too late. Safe there. Smith into scoring position on the wild pitch. And there goes the double play possibility.
Definitely trying to work down and get that double play ball, but it got away enough to erase any chance of that. Good job of moving up into scoring position. Now a hit could make that wild pitch really sting.
Teoscar goes down on strikes.
Now batting.
Muncy digs in.
Oh, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
Man at second. In the dirt. The tag at third, and he's out. Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here, and our score remains 2-1.
Now pitching.
A new
for the
pitcher
Dodgers.
in the game, number 70.
Number 70.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than 1 hit per inning pitch so far this season.
For San Francisco.
Leading
right
off,
fielder,
Gerard Encarnacion.
Encarnacion.
Pitch is in the dirt, and a count 2-1. Just missed. On the ground, Muncy tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, second baseman Tyler Fitzgerald.
And digging in for San Francisco, Tyler Fitzgerald. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Lou Trevino up and loosening in the pen. Vesia getting loose as well. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Struck him out looking.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Two down, bases empty. Here's Andrew Knizner. Popped up. Betts settles underneath it. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Nothing across here this half. Last half of the fifth coming up. It's the Giants 2 and the Dodgers 1. Back here at Chavez Ravine. John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom five. Andy Pages. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 2-1. Ground ball left side and foul ball. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And a swing and a miss. So he picks up his sixth strikeout of the ball game.
I mean, there aren't many curveballs in the sport today that break like that thing does. Huge movement. It's so difficult to get on the same plane and even think about squaring it up, let alone get a piece and hope he throws something else to keep the at-bat alive.
Michael Conforto will climb in. So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. That just misses. Ball two. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Hayden Birdsong, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Beck also throwing. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Gets to it on to first. Gets the out, 2 down after the strikeout.
Well, he's showing some pretty dominating stuff out there in this one, not just in terms of swing and miss, but also in terms of command. You know, all of the strikeouts, they just kind of speak for themselves, but when you don't walk anyone, you're demonstrating that you have the confidence in your abilities to truly go right after opposing batters.
Now it's going to be Hesung Kim. Line drive. Over to first, and that is the third out of the inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 5 innings complete. It's the Giants 2 and the Dodgers 1. Back here in L.A., the batter now, Jung-Hoo Lee. Here's some fun facts about Jung-Hoo Lee. You look at the fact that he wears number 51. Not a shocker, but his favorite player growing up, Ichiro Suzuki. The 1-1 is fouled off. One of the other aspects of Jung-Hoo Lee's bio, he was actually drafted as a shortstop, now an outfielder. But he grew up right-handed, and his dad was the one that made him switch hit.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because word will get around the league in a hurry.
Now it's the shortstop, Willy Adames. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
Mentioned Lee's dad, Jung Bum Lee. He was a legend over in both the KBO and in Japan. These two are the only father-son combo to have played in the World Baseball Classic. That's kind of cool.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And up next for the Giants, Elliot Ramos. He went deep back in the 4th. A pretty important swing of the bat in this ball game.
Yeah, Boogie, he didn't waste any time. He jumped all over that pitch and saw it the entire way. You talk about squaring it up. He didn't miss a stitch on the baseball.
Next offering way off the plate. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. And a swing and a miss.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Fly ball down the line. Hernandez sizes this one up, squeezes it, and that is that. 3 up, 3 down for him there. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Giants 2 and the Dodgers 1. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now it's the Dodger leadoff hitter, Shohei Ohtani. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
1 ball,
Action in the
2
San
strikes.
Francisco bullpen. Tyler Rogers getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. Walker warming up as well. In the air, left field. That one gets down for a hit. Now he turns and heads for second. To second, pulls him off the bag.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
Here's Mookie Betts now.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
With the go-ahead run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th.
Ball 2.
In the dirt, but kept close. Well done behind the dish. Now he breaks his bat. Throws to first in time. 1 away, bottom of the 6th.
Got to feel pretty good for the pitcher.
First
Absolutely
baseman,
sawed him off.
Freddie
That explodes.
Freeman.
And then he makes an easy play on it. Pretty satisfying if you're out there on the ball.
Bob Melvin hands the baseball over. Landon Root out of the game, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Pitching for San
New arm for the
Francisco,
Giants, Eric
number
Miller.
68.
Still a lot of game left,
Eric
and this
Miller.
game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. Ohtani takes his lead at third with 1 away. Looked like it was a little bit up.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
And that one fouled off.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Up the middle, Adames. Tosses to first. Now 2 away as they get a run across. And up to the plate is Will Smith.
Will
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
That one ripped. And it's into the bullpen for a homer. And they grab the lead. It's 3-2.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Now it's the right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Just misses with that one.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Just off the inside edge.
That one called just inside, I think. And on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though. But he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. We're through 6. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Kirby Yates.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Late swing, fouled off. Goes down looking. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. I mean, you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
And now the first baseman, Dominic Smith. Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Casey Schmidt now at the plate. Ripped to short. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away.
That's a play you expect your shortstop to make pretty much every time. Pretty routine. Hard to tell if he didn't get a great grip on it or the mechanics on him just broke down, but that gives this offense an extra out to work with.
Herrera Encarnacion digs in now. 2 outs. And that's outside.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving through a walk or just a base hit. But you got to stay within yourself.
Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Tanner Scott looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Vesia getting cranked up as well. Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Got him. That K is his third of the game. So no runs, no hits, and one error, but they leave him stranded. Seventh inning stretch time. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Giants 2. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Tristan Beck. He's been so good against lefties.
San Francisco, number 43, Tristan Beck.
Here's Max Muncy.
Leading off for the Dodgers, third baseman, Max Muncy.
Next pitch misses way outside.
You know, these Dodgers, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. That misses, and the count is filled up. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Andy Pages steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And there's a foul ball. One and two here. That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper. Nobody out. Runner at first. Fights it off. He'll see another. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch, keep the at-bat alive.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Headed towards the corner, Encarnacion flying after this one. Pulls it in on the run. And there's one away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And here is Michael Conforto. The 1-1 is fouled off. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Muncy leads off first with one away. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's out number 2.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Ha-Seong Kim steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And he grounds one to the right side. They get the force out number 3. So the Dodgers leave one, but they still lead at 3-2.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Anthony Banda.
And he's been really shutting down hitters from the right side of the plate this year. Not a lot of hard contact, not a lot of hits, period.
And digging in for San Francisco, Tyler Fitzgerald. Fly ball to right. He's got it, and there's one down.
No, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Here's the catcher to hit, Andrew Knizner. Trying to hold a one-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Swung on, belted. Hernandez going back. And that gets down in the corner. Hernandez quickly throws it in as the tying run is forced to stop at second. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
So the tying run in scoring position now. Now it's the Giants leadoff hitter, Jung-Hoo Lee. Runner at second here, one gone. And down on strikes he goes. And he's gone for the 4th time tonight.
Well, even if you don't feel great about it, you've got to swing the bat with 2 strikes in this situation. You've got the tying run out there in scoring position. Just put the ball in play. Maybe something good will happen. It just didn't look like he understood the situation.
And here comes the Dodgers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Anthony Banda departs, and he's responsible for the runner on second. So the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. So they turn to their closer, Tanner Scott.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And up next for San Francisco, Willy Adames. So the tying run at second.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
The healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Runner at second, 2 down. Now one miss.
They tried to get him to go. Chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
And now it's filled up. Elliot Ramos would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
Man on second, 2 down. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Coming home. Fires to the plate. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly.
He beat it. Safe.
Picks himself up an RBI. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Go ahead run on base. Elliot Ramos getting ready to hit. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Two outs. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Pulled the string of a changeup.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Now pitching for San
Back
Francisco.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth, Tyler Rogers.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish.
Now this guy, a player that, if he gets on base, has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
And that one is inside.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Breaking ball inside. 3-1. Mookie Betts in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had hit me written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
Here's Mookie Betts. Swing and a ball driven out to center. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Freddie Freeman will come up to hit.
So he came up clutch earlier in this ball game and really just needs to take the same approach. Think hard right back up the middle.
That's too low. 2-1. Movement in the bullpen. Randy Rodriguez getting loose out there. Walker getting loose as well. Two down, nobody on. That's down and in.
1 strike.
Will Smith in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Fly ball near the pole. That one is foul.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike, you go after him and finish him off.
Line drive, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. Next up, the Dodgers catcher, Will Smith. On the ground, right side. In plenty of time to first, and they get the out on Smith. Inning over. One left for L.A. Still tied 3-3. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set to start the ninth in this one. Now the Giants' four-hitter, Wilmer Flores. The 1-1. Fought off foul. Got him swinging. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Man, that slider bearing in your hands like that, it's just so tough to fight off. It's kind of like a cutter and just can eat you up, saw you off. I'll tell you what, hitters have nightmares about that pitch. Perfectly executed out there on the mound.
Dominic Smith, the next Giant to hit. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. One down, base is empty. And it remains 2-2. On the ground to third. To first, but it pulls him off the bag.
Now batting, third baseman, Casey Schmidt.
Go ahead run on base. And up next for the Giants, Casey Schmidt.
That's ball 2.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And that drops in for a strike. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When she elevates, guys aren't touching it.
Next pitch is outside.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boog.
One away. Tie game. Go ahead run stands at first. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Ground ball could be 2. Steps on the bag for 1. On to Freeman. Double play. Inning over. One error in the inning, but nothing more. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. All tied up at 3 apiece. Ryan Walker gets the ball now.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Swing and a foul out of play. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And that's outside. And the count is 2-2. Signs of movement in the Giants bullpen. Camilo Doval getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. And that just misses.
That's a really good take.
Max Muncy in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Max Muncy at the dish. This guy's got good power. With one swing, he's going to win it for him. Swing and a drive. Back there. On its way. Ball game. He nails one out to right. And they walk it off.
Hitting a walk-off homer is the kind of thing you dream about growing up. You're in the backyard, you're creating the most pressure-packed scenario, and what do? You come through with the big swing. Well, he was living a childhood moment right there. Nice swing of the bat, nice win for the team.
4-3 our final score. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.